Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. It's your girl, Cosmic Jazz 222, and today I am back with another horoscope reading. This time, it's for how Gemini season is going to go, as well as from now to the end of June. Honestly, this could be a timeless reading, but we're going to see what you need to know right now. So this is for anybody who has Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in the sign of Cancer. For those of you guys who are returning, welcome back, Cosmic Family. So good for y'all to be here. And for those of you guys who are just coming across my channel for the first time, welcome. So just a disclaimer, this is all a general message horoscope reading. So not everything's going to resonate. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, Cancer. So how are you guys doing? Let me know in the comment section. How is life? How are the transits feeling for you? But yeah, let's get a song first. Let's get a channel message, channel song for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? What are the vibes? What are the vibes for Cancer? Okay, so we have two cards that came out. The first one is Miss Romantic by Cleo Soul. The theme deals with self-value and karmic relationships. And then we have Superwoman by Karen White. Theme deals with appreciating others. So let's read the lyrics. Okay. Pick yourself up, girl. It's not deep. Worth more than this, you just can't see. You need love and affection. He's playing on your insecurities. Big and strong, but he's really weak though. Take control of your mind and roll. Time to go, girl. The lessons are learned. Lift yourself, lift your blessings up. Interesting. And the Superwoman. I'm not your superwoman. I'm not the kind of girl that you can let down and think that everything's okay. Boy, I am only human. This girl needs more than occasional hugs as a token of love from you to me. Okay, Cancer. I think you are at a point where you're tired of not being appreciated for all the good you do for people in general. Now, yes, this could be dealing with romance, but let's keep it general first. You are very nurturing, Cancer. You know, when you love somebody, when you have people you truly value and you appreciate them, you're going to show up and you're going to be their support system and be that shoulder to cry on. You're going to be listening to them. That's who you are. You love to nurture people. However, you know, when you love to nurture people so much, they tend to forget to do the same to you. And I think you're getting a little bit tired of that. And that's what's going to be highlighted during Gemini season. Now, for some of you, someone might be playing you. And if you know, then you know. If you don't resonate with that message, this isn't for you. But you might know that somebody is playing with your feelings, playing with your emotions. And you almost feel like this person expects you to not emotionally react to certain things. Like Superwoman, they expect you just take the disrespect, to take the burdens and just carry on with your life like it's nothing. But the thing is, Cancer, you're human like everybody else, and humans are emotional creatures. And if we feel like our emotional needs are not being met, we have every right to speak on it. We have every right to react. We have every right to say something and even show emotionally, hey, I'm not okay with this. You know, I need to be appreciated more. Now, in extreme cases, maybe you are noticing that someone is literally putting you on the back burner with Miss Romantic here. You know, someone is playing on your insecurities. Someone is trying to control you, right? And they are, and the expectation is you don't do anything about it. You just let them walk all over you. And Cancer, I feel like you're at a point where you're tired of that and you're not going to allow that to happen anymore. Because if someone truly values you, then they're not going to treat you with disrespect. They're going to understand you have emotional needs and they're going to show up the way you show up for people. That's what you need. You need somebody to show up for you like how you show up for them. So we're going to see. Okay, you know, everybody's expecting you to like be a superhuman and just cater to their needs 24/7, but you're human, Cancer. You also deserve that. You also need somebody to cater to you. So let's get into your reading. Let's see. Okay, so what does Cancer need to know right now? Yeah, we got the Eight of Wands with the Five of Swords. I kind of feel like there's a very tough conversation that could be coming up in the near future. an ultimatum, I would say. I think someone needs to hear your perspective for once and actually listen, because I feel like maybe you have issues speaking up and advocating for yourself, Cancer. And I think sometimes people don't pick up. They're not considerate enough to see if you're okay. And sometimes you have to be the one to say something for them to open their eyes. That's unfortunate, but that's just how people are sometimes. But let's see. Okay, so we have the World. What does Cancer need to know right now? Two of Cups, there's a relationship. Why do I feel like all the signs so far is about a relationship? Girl, we're gonna see. The World, the Two of Cups. I'm hearing someone got comfortable. Someone got too comfortable. So they may have stopped putting in effort. And then we got the Ten of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles. And then we got the Six of Cups. This is the past. Underlying energy is the Nine of Swords. Interesting. So I do see some mental anguish here, Cancer, especially on your end. Now, we have the World with the Two of Cups. This kind of feels like a connection has reached a milestone. Okay, now this could be romantic, obviously, but again, place it where you think fits. This could be a family member, a family connection. This could be a friend. This could be whatever. Place it as it fits. But I'm seeing there is a connection that has reached a milestone recently. This could be maybe you've been friends with somebody for X amount of years, or maybe there was a wedding anniversary recently, or the World is telling me there's been achievement. There's been a wrapping up of a cycle, and this is pertaining to a connection. Now, the thing is, because I'm seeing time has passed and you guys reached this milestone, someone has either lost their spark or they're not showing up as they used to. And that tends to happen in connections in general. You know, when you are with somebody for a very long time, you know, you tend to get comfortable. And it's like when you get comfortable, you don't put too much effort, because it's like, well, I know this person and I don't have to put in effort. They know how I am. So we're just gonna relax. But someone kind of relaxed too much, if you if you understand me. I do see with the Princess of Wands, there is a conversation that will be had pretty soon. Okay, and I think it's a long time coming. The problem I'm seeing is the Ten of Swords is here. Well, it may not even be a problem. It might be a solution. But the Ten of Swords speaks of a painful ending. So this could be, I don't even want to say the connection might be coming to an end. I don't feel that. I don't think that's for everybody. But there is an aspect of the connection that will be coming to an end. And I do feel like when you speak up on what is ailing you emotionally, it may create this painful situation where either you feel hurt because you have to say something, and the fact that this person couldn't see it for themselves of how they were treating you, that might be painful. Or maybe this person's going to realize, dang, why didn't you say anything earlier or sooner? You know, I'm getting that type of scenario playing out. And then we do end up with the Nine of Pentacles. This is one of my single cards. Like, this is one of the cards I would equate to someone who is single and independent. So Cancer, it almost feels like you're going to take some time alone to really nurture yourself instead of nurturing other people. So this does not necessarily mean a connection is ending, but there's an aspect that is ending, that is coming to a halt. So if this is you always showing up when you're not giving that same treatment in return, that is what's ending. And I think what's happening, no matter if you're in a connection or not, you are going to be focusing a lot on your own sense of happiness and satisfaction during Gemini season, all the way up to Cancer season. Let's be real. So I even feel like this is going to continue on during your birthday season, Cancer. And as you should. But there's a focus on self. And this could be you choosing, instead of going out and exploring like new restaurants with your partner or your friend, you're going to do that by yourself. You know, you're going to take more time alone or you're going to choose to hang out with people, maybe hang out with friends, hang out with other family members, and really find yourself again. Figure out what works for you, what brings you happiness, and really exploring your interests, because I feel like that's a part of you that kind of shut off. It might be one of those situations where you want somebody else to be happy, so you kind of take on their own hobbies, you focus on their interests instead of your own, and that's when you end up losing yourself. So it's almost like this is a time for you to catch up with what you like. So, you might have days where you're like, oh, I just want to go out by myself. I'm going to take a drive. It kind of feels like that. Or I'm going to go out to a restaurant and eat by myself. I'm going to go see a movie by myself. It kind of feels like that. And it's not that you're separated from another person or there's a breakup or there's a fallout of a connection. It's like you're taking more time alone instead of always being clinged on with another person. That's what I'm getting. So nothing too bad or too serious. But let's clarify the world. Strength. Yeah, I feel like whatever connection I'm picking up on, this connection did withstand the test of time. Like, you and this other person have been together for a significant amount of time, and there's been a lot of ups and downs. Y'all both kept it cute. Okay, you guys were both strong. You both persevered, were patient when patience was needed. So I don't think this connection is bad. It's just, sometimes you need a hug here and there. Sometimes you need somebody to give you words of affirmation. Like, hey, can you tell me I'm beautiful? Can you give me a hug? Can you give me some coffee? Like, buy me some coffee unexpectedly. That will brighten up my day. Like, you need that spark again. That's what I'm kind of getting. Clarify the world. Judgment. Okay, so what this is telling me is, yes, this connection has stand the test of time, but it feels like there's another test coming. And this next test is not for things to be the same, but for the connection to evolve. So it's almost like the connection is being placed on judgment. So I think what you're going to be noticing is themes relating to, okay, so how much have you guys grown? Are things repeating in the connection? Are there certain patterns repeating in the connection? Are you guys truly acknowledging and addressing certain issues, or are you guys sweeping it under the rug? Are you two on the same page? Are you guys going in the same direction, or are you noticing your paths are deviating from each other? You guys are going to have basically a sit down and really figure out, okay, where are we going? How's this playing out? All right. Now, if you're like, well, Jazz, I resonate with this, but the connection you're referring to, we haven't been together for a long time. Okay, then just disregard that message. But I still feel like there's a checkpoint. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. There's a checkpoint being highlighted here. And you guys are going to figure out if this is going to be a sustaining thing, if this is really going to stand the test of time, if this is something you want to pursue together for the long run. That's what's being highlighted. So it's almost like you have to keep inventory of the progress of the connection. We got the 4 wands. I really feel like, but for majority of you, this is a marriage or a long-term committed relationship being highlighted. That's what I feel is being, highlighted. Yeah. Yeah. And then we got the 5 of swords. But like any connection, when it's long-term, sometimes priorities get distracted. Sometimes people don't feel the need to resolve anything. It's like, well, we knew each other for the long run already. We don't need to focus or try to fix anything. Just keep it as it is. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a sense of laziness here being highlighted. We also got justice. So, justice. So again, this deals with a contract. I'm seeing a marriage. For some of y'all, this is a marriage. Let's see. Clarify the Page of Wands. Yeah. So what's being highlighted with the Page of Wands, whatever has been close to your heart, Cancer, that you've been just biting your tongue on, you're finally going to say something. And I feel like you don't want to say it, but it's becoming excruciating, whatever you're dealing with. It doesn't even have to be disrespect. It's just the lack of appreciation. It's maybe you feeling controlled in some way, feeling like your life is completely revolving around another person. And quite honestly, when it comes to your own life, yes, a significant other or a friend can be part of your world, but at the same time, you have to be the center of your own life. You have to be the main character. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you're allowing somebody else to be the main character of your life, you basically lost control over that. That's not your life anymore. It's that person's life. And that's not the point of it. You have to do what's best for you. And remember, you are the main character. So I think you're going to say something that you've been holding to yourself really closely, even though you don't want to say anything, but for the sake of you and for the sake of the connection, you're going to say something. Now, with the Ten of Swords, let's clarify this. What exactly is this Ten of Swords? The Lovers is the connection. There will be a very important decision made. And I keep saying this decision is going to cause an ending. But what type of ending is this? I don't think it's a full-blown breakup. I don't think it's a breakup. No, it's going to be improvements. Some type of improvements. I'm seeing somebody putting in the effort. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, being consistent, being a person of their words. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is all about. Stability, really putting in the work. So I like this energy. Okay. So I was hoping that this wasn't going to end in a bad way, but it looks like there is a lot of hope here. Hold on. There's a card that flew out. Anyways. So yeah, the decision will be made to fix whatever issue that's being highlighted here. You know, so whatever you're going to be speaking out on. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. You know what I'm seeing, Cancer? I'm even seeing you like buying yourself gifts, buying things that you like. Some of you guys might be even, I'm seeing somebody going to the gym or signing up for a gym or classes. Like I'm hearing like Zumba classes, Pilates, yoga. I'm seeing somebody focusing on physical health. That's an example. Or taking courses or classes relating to hobbies. That's what's being highlighted here. Yeah, the Sun. Whatever that brings you happiness, whatever stirs your creativity, and whatever brings out the inner artist in you is something you're going to be investing in. Like, you're going to be putting money into this. Okay, Cancer, I like this. You know, it's okay. It's okay to take some time alone and figure out your wants, your likes, and your needs. Nine of Swords. Okay. Okay. So I would say, if I can give you any advice, Cancer, the advice for Gemini season as well as the season after that, which is yours, Cancer season, so June, July, have that conversation. You can be as understanding, you can be open to hearing, but make sure you're emphasizing to the other person that, hey, I don't feel appreciated. I feel like we can work on this. You know, there's a certain way you can go about it. And I'll pray and hope that that person is also receptive. I feel like they are receptive because, I mean, you guys have something pretty stable here. But at the same time, I do see change. I do see improvements. But what's being emphasized is make sure you are investing in your hobbies and really figure out what you love to do. Your life should not revolve around somebody completely. It should revolve around you. Okay? And whoever ends up joining you in the process, they become part of your world. But it has to be you. The spotlight has to be you. And it's not about you being selfish or wanting all the attention. It's like, you need to cater to yourself. You need people to understand your value. So I see you investing in that, you know, trying out new things, you know, exploring. That's what I'm seeing. So definitely put yourself up on that pedestal, the Empress. That's what you are. Understand your value. Okay, understand your value in all of this. Okay. So that's cute. That's cute. Let me see which other deck I want to use. I want to use my Ratchet deck. Let's do that. Okay. Oh no, that's too many cards. What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know? I know so many cards. We have keep it cute. And you see how it's nail polish, like someone painting their nails. So again, I see you doing some self-care. Maybe you want to get your nails done. If that's something you love to do, get your nails done, pamper yourself in some way. Keep it cute. Keep it cute, you know. Shoot, maybe you want to try on press-on nails like me. Like, let me stop. Let me see what else. Patience is a virtue. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like with this situation, I don't see a need for you to create a whole-blown argument. Like, I see a civilized conversation happening. And the best thing you can do is be patient with the person that's on your mind and them being patient with you. We have many options. The world is your oyster. Okay. I feel like there are multiple doors that you want open to you. Yeah, they're going to be open. So this is you exploring, and I don't feel like this is dealing with cheating or anything. No. This is dealing with your hobbies. This is dealing with experiences. Go heal. So go out, have fun, do things you love. Okay. That's also something. Maybe that is something that y'all want to work on. I'm gonna keep myself out of that. If you know, you know. That's all I gotta say. Intimacy. Let's focus the intimacy. That's something that could improve. You guys knowing each other, understanding each other emotionally, physically, mentally, really aligning in that sense. Okay, I just saw something about children. So maybe you have children with this person, or maybe kids are a highlight here. Yeah, and this kind of makes sense. If there's no intimacy, someone is emotionally unavailable, not open to love, someone is detached, someone's not putting in the effort, but patience is a virtue here. I don't know, there's too many cards. Anything else Cancer needs to know? We have social media. And then we have incoming call and text communication. So overall, Cancer, I feel like you just need some time alone. You just need some time for yourself. Get a pedicure. Get yourself a massage. Do something great with your life, I do feel like the conversation will go fine, but I mean, of course, it's going to be a little bit tense because you're bringing up an issue that has been reoccurring, but patience is needed. Now with social media, I'm getting two different messages here. I would say with the world is your oyster and social media, I do feel like if you are on the brink, like if this is not dealing with a relationship at all, there's a lot of people you could potentially pursue, or they will be pursuing you. But I don't think you're in the mindset of really putting yourself out there like that. So again, take what resonates. Now for others of you, there's something about a hobby connected to social media, maybe content, like creating content, like for example on TikTok or Instagram, maybe posting something, being a creative. Yeah, I keep seeing you being creative, like posting your art, posting your work, your line of work. Yeah, I'm seeing windfall of money. So if you have an online business, for example, I do feel like the advertisement through social media is really going to help that. I'm seeing more attention coming to your videos if you are a content creator or a business owner, especially an online business owner, because I'm seeing more money coming your way. Okay, I'm going to just look into this real quick. Hold on. Anything else Cancer need to know? We have father. Oh no, that's too many cards. I got my eyes on you. Yeah, someone here is a father or a parent in general. Maybe the content's dealing with like parenting. That's for someone specifically. But anyways, yeah, look what just came out. Or the artist. So I hope that resonated, Cancer. Let me know your story in the comment section. I would love to read all of that. And with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Bye.